push me a button to start. Chrome hearts protecting my heart. I lost all my love from the start. I'm back in my bag until March. These niggas never been as real as me. I hear your favorite rapper envy. New album on the way, we in the building. What's up? Yeah. Baby girl, you a bad mommy. You got the body I like. Something about you tonight. You got me like. Hey, new album on the way, man. It's gonna be a little summer. Yeah. Yeah. You something so fine and I want you. Put that pussy on me, get me right. It's gonna be a long night. Put that pussy on me, get me right. Baby, it's gonna be a long night. You got me like you. The things I wanna do to you. You got me like you. Yeah. You got me like you. The things I wanna do to you. You got me like you. Yeah. You remind me of a Rihanna. Somebody like Tiana. That body in a minute. You remind me of a Rihanna. That's your body like Tiana. You remind me of a Rihanna. That's your body like Tiana. You got me like you. You got me like you. Oh, you got me like you. Yeah. You got me like you. Mind your body like Rihanna. Dance your body like Tiana. Mind your body like Rihanna. You dance like Tiana. Yeah, you ain't gotta say too much. Me, you ain't gotta say too much. You really wanna fuck me. You ain't gotta say too much. No. Podcast is back, man. We in the build out. What's happening, man? It is me, Rambeezy, the great, man. I'm in this motherfucker feeling good. I want to talk about a couple things today, man. We're going to talk about one specific, man. We just got Father's Day out the way yesterday. It was a great holiday for me. I got to be around the kids, got to have a good time vibe with the kids and everything, man. It was a great vibe for show. I will say that. What I want to say what I want to say about this topic is that, well, first, let's get into some things, man. Mentally, man, I've been, I guess, reevaluating and put myself in better positions and better perspectives. I think that the most important thing that I will say is that I got my shit together. I would say so. Yeah, that's a good thing. We always. That's a good thing, man. I want to say shout out to everybody, man. That's been in the building, the vibes. That's been supporting what I got going on, man. This movement is not easy. This whole thing that I'm doing and trying to do is not easy, but it got to be done. But yeah, man, we're gonna talk about Father's Day, man. Today, man, I want to talk about Father's Day. I will say that I had a great Father's Day, but it's a couple things I want to talk about with Father's Day. I feel like socially, when I say socially, social media, I got posed a question one time at work this week. And it was basically like, hey, man, we had an older gentleman. We didn't know. I don't know if he's a father or not. And it kind of like threw me off for real. And one of my coworkers, another supervisor, came up to me and was like, yo, man, you tell Mr. Such, happy Father's Day. I was like, man, I don't know if he's a father. I didn't know he was a father at all. So I didn't really want to, say it. And he'd be like, oh man, thank you, but I'm not a dad. So I don't know. That's just me personally. And me, I get very aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I get very aggressive with certain things. But he had told me that, and I was just like, yo, I wouldn't, what I'm going up to another man saying Happy Father's Day for. And I look back now and I think I'm totally wrong. Whether a man is a father or not, or if you don't know, you should still extend the offer. I think that I'm here standing corrected in the things that I view and how I view things. I could be detrimentally wrong, I will say, and I'm okay to do that. So I want to say, I apologize that coworker. I didn't know the extent of it. I just know for me, with what I've dealt with in the past and my father's situation, I didn't have anybody really to say Happy Father's Day to until my mom got married. But prior to that, my mom played the role of the father and the woman and the mother. So with that being said, I didn't really see a necessity to tell another man Happy Father's Day, but I stand corrected now. I will say that whether they are a father, you should just still extend the offer if you do not know. I think that's something that I could be wrong still. I mean, I don't know. That's just how I look at it. But I will say that I want to say, Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there first. That's first and foremost. Happy Father's Day to everybody. What I want to talk about is the social viewpoint of it, though. I pay attention this year, Mother's Day. Moms get showered with gifts. The children are very aware of the holiday. And, they make the parent feel as if they are appreciated on that day, the mother, on Mother's Day. Now, I'm not trying to go back and forth and make a big problem about it. But what I am trying to say is this. The awareness that we have as parents to acknowledge the other parent is terrible, especially in bad co-parenting situations. I will say I'm not the best co-parenter. I'm not going to say I'm great at it, but I will say I've made my mistakes and flaws, and I've tried to make do with what I've done wrong. I will say also that my co-parenting situation has not always been ideal due to the fact that we've had a lot of problems, prior to the actual divorce or separating. I think it took a toll on the relationship thereafter. What I want to say to all my parents out there, mother and father, that's still that kid's father. That's still that child's father or mother. I'm going to make a conscious effort to do better in, appreciating those, except for the mothers that I see on the day to day that's being a mother. I had a terrible, breakup. I had a very bad marriage. I'm not gonna say I had the greatest marriage ever. There were great moments, but I had a very distraughtful, terrible marriage. But it's on both ends. Infidelity's on both ends. But I want to speak on why are mothers held to a certain standard or held to a certain glorification that men aren't. I get it. We got bad baby dads out there. I get it. But do we not support and, give credit when due to the ones that are trying and doing their best? That's the question I think that I'm posing for today. How do you acknowledge? How do you show reassurance that you're proud of what you're getting from this person as far as being a father, a step-in father, whatever the case may be? Parents who do not see their kids all throughout the year, that's a different thing. And then parents who are restricting another parent from seeing their child, that's a totally different thing. So with me, I've kind of put myself in perspective now with my kids, and I'm open for commenting and reconstructive criticism, critiquing in this aspect. I'm gonna paint you guys a picture of my real life right quick. My son, one of my sons, he looks at me as the he's gonna get the good stuff person. I realized that for about probably 2 years now. And this is me being totally open and vulnerable. And I'm just trying this out because I've never done it before. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not opposed to no type of criticism or opinions. But basically what has happened is his mother has made me to go ask your dad for that person. And if you've never seen it, basically what it is items that are too steep or, out of their budget, they'll tell them to ask the other parent to see if the other parent will budge. And I've fell out of that as a man. I fell out of that place of doing that anymore because I feel like a lot of women nowadays make the father look like a billfold. It's not the same identity. We're not the same. There are men that leave with their wallet, though. I'm not gonna take that away from anybody. There are women or men who leave with their wallet, just throw money at the kids. I know a couple in my days, and there are dads who just get the fuck away of what I've been presented in life. As my dad, he was very distant and he stayed away. I think my problem is with this situation specifically is that it's always a constant dick battle, a dick swinging battle. Pause. It's always, we do this, and this on the daily. You do this here, and here. Well, let's recorrect this here. Let's go ahead and look at it from this perspective. If the father is allowed the opportunity to do these things, and I see this with a lot of parents, I've seen this with women that I know, women that I, involved with, women that I am not involved with, women that are family members. Why is it that the mother get to dictate the time with the father, as if they both don't have busy schedules? Just giving y'all reality into my life. My daughter's mom put me on child support through the internet, which I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I was like, that's some crazy shit. Come in and affect the man's whole income base, his source of income, and not have a day in court is ridiculous. This is here in Georgia. We never had a day of court about parenting plan. I'm very aware of it. I know how it goes. I know how it works. My problem is that when we have the conversations, it's always frowned upon and looked at as if I'm the wrong parent. I've reached out over a year, 10 months to be exact. Not a year, 10 months to be exact, almost a year. But in the course of time, to reach out to get my child, and it's been a budge, it's been a constant problem, it's been an issue, it's been this, it's been that, or they don't respond at all. I have those proof. I'll show those proofs. My problem is that as a father, I've put myself in so many predicaments to be a great dad. A lot of women don't know what it takes to be a great dad these days. As a man, I've used women, manipulated women to allow the advances to make sure that I'm able to do what I need to do for my children too. And when I say that, I'm gonna give a more personal detail. I dated a woman when I first got here to Georgia, and it was, it was a different vibe. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a different vibe, just understanding the culture and the land. And what I realized is that as a father, I had to be submissive in a situation, which made me very uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie, it made me very uncomfortable. When I say submissive, I mean as far as allowing more of a person to lead instead of me, and I've never been in that situation. What my son's mom does not know is that I put myself in positions to make sure I'm able to get my son. There was a time where my car went down. For a few months, I didn't have the money to get a new car yet. You know what I'm saying? These are the tales of a father. And I made sure that whoever I was dealing with at the time, hey man, I need your car. We're gonna go up to Atlanta. Woo, woo, woo. Whether I got to put out extra money to make sure that she's accommodated for, the gas is paid for, because other women aren't gonna. A lot of women are. I'm not gonna say not all, but a lot of women aren't going to help with a man's co-parenting situation because they had no part in it. And as rightfully so, they didn't put into this child. They didn't make this child. They didn't have this child. I think women don't see the struggles of a father. Let's break it down. I'm willing to put myself out there. As a father, I have consistently had my income deducted for being a father. So when I hear people say, "Oh, you always in the clubs," or that ain't your motherfucking business. What I'm doing to get this extra money to make sure my kids and my lifestyle is sustained. Don't worry about that. This is a skill set that I was given. I had to revert back to it in a mindset of a hustler. That's what you got to do. You got to go do what you got to do to get what you need to get. People fail to realize that, though. I'm realizing that people fail to realize that sometimes you got to go back to what you used to and comfortable with to make money. And mind you, I don't do anything illegal in the club. I'm a host, so I narrate the night. Basically, that's what I call myself. Shout out Big Twin. He called me the voice of Broad Street. Thank you. I never not hear these things. I feel like I am the voice of Broad Street. I feel like I was the voice of Dayton, Salem Avenue shit. Fuck it. I feel like I was the voice of Korea. Voice of Louisiana for a while. So when I look at these things, I've learned that as a father, we got to do what's uncomfortable to get comfortable. And these were all my choices. Again, I take full responsibility for the things that I had to do to get to where I'm at. Full responsibility. But to get discredited by the mothers consistently is crazy. I felt the way. My oldest mom was feeling a way about me getting my son on Father's Day due to the lack of time that I had spent with my son. And I wanted that goes back to the point of looking at me always as a billfold. I've consistently noticed this. It's been consistent. I've noticed things like my son gets felines and certain kind of shoes with them because that's what he liked. But when he's with me, he like a whole different genre style of shoe. With not my persuasion. We have text messages where he's showing me the shoes that he wanted me to get him. And they're in the ranges of Nike, Jordan, Adidas. So what on earth will make you think that felines is suffice for my son? Help me out. Another thing, maybe that's what you can afford, but that's the other problem. We'll get on these phone calls or in these text messages, and it's always, "Oh, you'll never have more money than me. I've been had money way before." Da 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 da. Okay, show it in your kids. I do every time I get my kids. Just had Lonnie yesterday. Lonnie had makeup, nails done yesterday, two new outfits, a set of shorts, like how you get like the 4 or 5 pack of shorts, packs of shorts for her to accommodate what I like. I don't like putting her in dresses and sandals all the time. I want her to be able to move freely as a young girl. That's just my opinion. I could be definitely wrong. I don't take away the girly aspect. Now I'm not about to get my nails done, but my daughter like her nails done, so I get her nails done. I think that my problem now with my co-parenting situations is that they don't like to give credit when due. And there's a lot more that I can indulge in. But we may save that for part 2. Or we may not even bring it up at all. I'm going to leave it at that. Another thing that I have a problem with in co-parenting right now is, ladies, stop making the new guy. Stop trying to make him the new father. Now, he's supposed to be there and help. Don't get me wrong. He's not the new father of the children. In my situations, whoever I deal with, I always make it a valuable effort to make sure that their father is acknowledged. Shit, I've even bought Father Day gift for other kids to make sure that they dad gets something so they can know that they're appreciated for what they do, whether it's a lot or a little. Because what I realize is in our society is that Mother's Day, whether they're doing the best they can or they're just getting by, we still praise them on Mother's Day. We always consistently make sure that the mother is glorified on that day. I went on Facebook today and Twitter and IG and Snap, and I seen probably 2 things that was like, oh, okay. My shorty got her boy, her baby dad, or her son's father, child's father, a MacBook. I applaud that. And I think it was another thing. I don't even know if they have kids. I just know their social media lists and they're very popular. The lady got a ATV for, y'all know what I'm talking. Yeah, the like she's like a hairdresser. She do locks and stuff. So yeah. And she's doing content, so she had put out the content that she got her relationship a ATV. I don't know if they have kids or not. I don't know, but what I'm saying is that I read something a long time ago, and I think as fathers, a lot of fathers would understand this aspect of what I'm saying. It said, if you can't make the family work with what you have, men have the ability to start new ones. Are we wrong for that? Are we wrong? Women get mad because men cut their losses in a bad situation and just give what is supposed to be given. So that takes me to my point with my son. I decided to solely, because that was the main focus in a few of arguments. I have text message to prove, just in case if anybody wants to debate. I have text message to prove that I was told that they don't do certain things because I don't pay my child support, but you ain't missed a day with me getting him at least getting him some shoes. I know for sure I get him shoes. I try to get him a haircut, and I get him at least 5 to 6 outfits at minimum. I try to do 10, but 5 to 6 outfits before school. One summer I got him some glasses. This is crazy. Let me tell y'all this. I let him pick. I sat there on my phone the whole time. I was like, hey man, find what you want, whatever you want, I'll get it. You know, glasses came up to I think $350, $360. I got the receipt somewhere in the thing. But that was outside of my child support. Ladies, y'all gotta understand the law. Financially, and I pay weekly due to how I get paid for work. I pay weekly. Financially, by law, all we have to do is the financial part because that's what they care about. What you do with the money is your thing. I think that women have to realize that. That's where the problem is. So, you know, with all our fathers that's out there, man, I want y'all to understand that whatever your situation is, how tough it is. I had to talk to my brother about this. Shout out Tay Money. He don't pop out of nothing like that. Shout out Tay Money, man. But he told me, and it put me back in place mentally. He said, I had an idea of doing something, and he told me, never stop fighting for your child. Best advice I can get from any person that in my life. Never stop fighting for your child. So what I propose to all my men that's in the world that is a father, that's going through these co-parent, problems, trials, and tribulations. Utilize these decrees, utilize these courtrooms like they do. I'm learning it myself. I used to be so distraught. I ain't going no motherfucker, I ain't no federal ass nigga. Man, that shit don't matter, man. Federal and all that shit don't matter. Go to court. Fuck it. Go to court. Do what you gotta do. They do it. So, with that being said, new album coming soon. It's called Dark Summer. I kind of got in a bag that I never really get into. It's about various relationships that I've had. And I guess I put it in music, and I got to express myself comfortably. And I got a new clothing line coming out. We doing away with it. But we'll still have the Loner brand. I don't want people to think that it's done away. We took down the site. We're still going to have the Loner brand. I don't want nobody to feel like that's not there. But we are doing something a little different. And I felt that it was what was needed. Shout out bigsuccess.com. The acronym for fear that I'm using, I love. And it made me just like, it just made me like feel, it made me feel empowered hearing this. But the clothing line is now called Fear, and it will be Fight Everything and Rise. So I want y'all to be on the lookout, man. I ain't doing no stores. I ain't doing none of that. I'm just trapping off all online. I'm trapping in the car. When you see me, I'm gonna have about 100,000 shirts with me. You know what I'm saying? So what I want y'all to do, man, is support when y'all see that. Understand what it's coming from. And I'm working on starting a nonprofit for advice for fathers and help them out. I think that I had to go through it the hardest ways. And this is, like I said, no disrespect to none of the parents of my kids, but I had to go through it the hardest way to figure it out. So If you're not part of the club, man, go tap that subscribe button right now. I'm going to keep giving free game, man. I'm going to keep talking to the people, man. Dark Summer drops. I think we got, what, it's the 17th? 17th? We got 3 more days. No, 4 more days, 21st. First day of summer, Dark Summer drops. I hope y'all tap in. It's on all social media platforms. And I want to thank everybody. I want to give out some shout outs, man. First of all, let's get right to the shit. I want to say shout out to Ayo Buck. Thank you for the opportunity to present my music and my craft at Pedal Pub. I want to say shout out DJ Sellers. Regardless of what anybody says about you, man, thank you for your opportunity that you have given me. I want to shout out DJ Dollar. You have helped me create different things with my music. You've helped me see different things, man. And you my brother to the end. I want to say shout out DJ Stacks. I want to say that you are the person that helped push the thinking about you, just the whole thing, man. I want to thank you so much for that. And shout out to all my fathers out there, man. All my fathers, baby daddies, daddies, step baby daddies. Salute to y'all. And I want to say, man, if you are a father and you feel like you are not getting the rights that you need to be done, go look into your laws or come holler at me, man. Tap in with me on all social media platforms, Rambo Fame. I am there. I am him. I am the myth, the man, and the legend. Make sure y'all tap in, man. Easy. One more time, man. If you're not a popular learner, come be part of the club. Easy.
You say you love him, but you love me. Sneaking late nights just to touch me. Started with a hookah, now we fucking. Baby, you don't know. Summertime got you lusting. You don't know who you fucking. I ain't that nigga.